Introduction to Malgudi, a timeless imaginary town. Welcome to Malgudi, a charming and unforgettable fictional town brought to life by R.K. Narayan, one of India's greatest literary figures. First introduced in his novel Swami and Friends 1935, Malgudi has since become an iconic setting, forming the backdrop for many of his works. Though imaginary, Malgudi feels as real as any small town in India. It is a place where tradition and modernity coexist, where ordinary people lead extraordinary lives, and where the simplicity of everyday events takes on profound meaning. From bustling streets to quiet riverbanks, from schoolyards filled with playful children to courtrooms witnessing dramatic trials, Malgudi captures the essence of small-town India in a timeless and universal way. Malgudi's geographic and cultural identity. Malgudi is not pinned to any specific real-world location, yet it carries the essence of South Indian towns, blending elements of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. With its red-tiled houses, narrow streets, temples, and busy markets, Malgudi feels familiar to anyone who has lived in or visited a small town in India. At its heart, Malgudi is a microcosm of Indian society, reflecting its traditions, values, and the struggles of its people. It is home to people from all walks of life: schoolboys, shopkeepers, teachers, judges, newspaper editors, and simple villagers, each with their own stories, joys, and challenges. Malgudi is not just a setting, it is a living, breathing character in Narayan's works. It has seen British rule, India's independence, social changes, and the slow march of modernity, yet it remains timeless, untouched by the chaos of the outside world. Now, let's take a journey through the most important places in Malgudi, each with its own unique charm and significance.
Market Road, the bustling heart of Malgudi. Market Road is the busiest and most vibrant street in Malgudi, where the pulse of the town can truly be felt. It is a place of constant activity, where traders, shoppers, and passers-by create an atmosphere of energy and excitement. A lively commercial hub, lined with small shops, street vendors, and tea stalls, Market Road is where Malgudi's residents come to buy, sell, and socialize. From fresh vegetables and fragrant spices to textiles, books, and household goods, everything one needs can be found here. The air is filled with the sounds of bargaining customers. Hawkers call Kabir Street, the bustling trade hub of Malgudi. Kabir Street is one of the oldest and busiest streets in Malgudi, known for its thriving business activity and diverse community. Unlike the peaceful Lali extension or the residential Elaman Street, Kabir Street is a place of constant movement. Elaman Street, the lively heart of Malgudi's everyday life. Elaman Street is one of the most vibrant and diverse neighborhoods in Malgudi. Unlike the elite Lali extension, Elaman Street represents the true essence of Malgudi's middle-class and working-class life. It is a street full of activity, laughter, and community spirit, where people from different backgrounds live and work side by side. A street full of life. Walking through Elaman Street, you will see modest houses with tiled roofs and wooden doors, some with small courtyards where families gather. Small shops and workshops, where tailors, barbers, and blacksmiths run their businesses. Children playing in the street, flying paper kites or chasing each other. Neighbors chatting on doorsteps, sharing stories and gossip about the town. A close-knit community. Elaman Street is more than just a residential area, it is a community where people look out for one another. The local grocer knows everyone's names, and the chai shop owner remembers how each customer likes their tea. Festivals bring the whole street together, with houses decorated in bright colors and the air filled with the aroma of delicious sweets. A symbol of simplicity and warmth. While Market Road is the commercial hub and Lali extension is for the elite, Elaman Street represents the hardworking, everyday people of Malgudi. It is a place of dreams, struggles, and small joys, making it one of the most memorable locations in R.K. Narayan's beloved town. The Lali statue, Malgudi's colonial relic. The Lali statue is one of Malgudi's most prominent landmarks, standing in the town's central square as a reminder of its colonial past. It is a statue of Sir Frederick Lally, a British officer believed to have played a role in shaping the region. Over the years, the statue has become more than just a historical monument, it is a symbol of debate, amusement, and changing times in Malgudi. A grand but fading monument, the statue is mounted on a tall pedestal, with Lally depicted in a formal British military uniform. One hand rests on his sword, while the other is positioned confidently on his hip. A bronze plaque at the base details his contributions, though few townsfolk bother to read it. Over time, the statue has gathered dust, bird droppings, and signs of neglect, blending into the town's scenery. A center of political and social conversations, older generations see it as a historical artifact, while younger ones question its relevance. Public meetings, protests, and celebrations often take place near the statue, making it an accidental witness to Malgudi's progress. Children play around its base, unaware of its colonial significance. Occasionally, locals joke about its presence, wondering why a forgotten British officer still stands in their town. A silent observer of Malgudi's evolution, the Lali statue may represent a bygone era, but it continues to be part of Malgudi's identity, standing quietly as the town grows, debates, and changes around it. Whether as a landmark, a relic, or an amusing oddity, it remains a constant presence in Malgudi's ever-evolving story. Lali Extension, the elite neighborhood of Malgudi. Lali Extension is one of the most prestigious and modern areas in Malgudi. Named after Sir Frederick Lally, a British officer, it reflects the influence of colonial architecture and urban development in the town. Unlike the old, bustling streets of Malgudi, Lali Extension is a spacious, well-planned residential area, home to the town's wealthy and influential citizens. A contrast to old Malgudi. While the rest of Malgudi is filled with traditional homes, narrow streets, and local markets, Lali Extension stands out with its wide, tree-lined avenues, offering a sense of openness. Large bungalows with gated compounds, where the elite of Malgudi reside. British-era buildings, reflecting a mix of colonial and South Indian architecture. Well-maintained gardens, adding to the area's charm and exclusivity. A home for the influential. Lali Extension is where judges, lawyers, wealthy businessmen, and retired British officials live. Their grand homes stand in stark contrast to the humbler dwellings of Kabir Street or Elaman Street. A symbol of change and modernity. The development of Lali Extension represents the changing face of Malgudi, from a sleepy traditional town to one that is slowly embracing modernity. It is a place where power, privilege, and progress come together, of education making it one of the most significant locations in our one of the most respected educational institutions in Malgudi, known for its strict discipline, British-style education, and emphasis on English learning. It has shaped the minds of many young boys in the town, preparing them for a future beyond Malgudi's borders. A school with colonial legacy. The building is old but grand, with tall pillars, arched windows, and a large schoolyard where students gather. A stone plaque at the entrance bears the school's name, a reminder of its colonial origins. Classrooms have wooden desks, blackboards, and shelves filled with dusty textbooks. A strict headmaster walks the corridors, keeping a close eye on students and teachers alike. A place of learning and discipline. Students in neatly pressed uniforms sit attentively, learning subjects like English, mathematics, and history. Morning prayers and hymns echo through the hall, reflecting the school's missionary roots. Teachers, both kind and strict, guide students, ensuring they excel in academics and discipline. Sports and cultural activities bring life to the school, with boys playing cricket in the open field after class. A school that shapes Malgudi's future. For many, Albert Mission School is not just a place of learning but a stepping stone to greater opportunities. It stands as a symbol of education, ambition, and the quiet transformation of Malgudi, blending tradition with modern aspirations. Mutu's Bakery, Malgudi's sweetest corner. Mutu's Bakery is a well-known spot in Malgudi, famous for its freshly baked bread, crispy biscuits, and mouth-watering sweets. It is a small, cozy bakery where the aroma of warm cakes and hot tea fills the air, attracting schoolchildren, office workers, and passers-by throughout the day. A simple yet charming bakery. The bakery has a glass display filled with golden brown buns, coconut biscuits, and creamy pastries. Mutu, the friendly and hardworking owner, greets every customer with a warm smile, often chatting while he prepares their orders. A small oven in the back bakes fresh bread daily, which quickly sells out. The tea stall outside is always crowded, where people enjoy a quick snack with a hot cup of chai. A place for everyone. Schoolchildren stop by for their favorite cream buns after class. Writers and newspaper readers sit in a corner, dipping biscuits in tea while discussing the day's events. Workers grab a quick breakfast, munching on buttered toast before heading to work. A taste of Malgudi, Mutu's Bakery is more than just a shop, it is a place of warmth, nostalgia, and simple joys. Whether it's the first bite of a freshly baked bun or the friendly banter with Mutu, this bakery remains one of Malgudi's most beloved landmarks. Boardless Hotel, Malgudi's most popular eatery. The Boardless Hotel is a legendary spot in Malgudi, a simple yet bustling eatery where people from all walks of life gather. Despite its name, it is not a hotel but a local restaurant known for its delicious food, lively conversations, and welcoming atmosphere. It is a place where journalists, businessmen, students, and common folk sit together over steaming cups of coffee and hot South Indian meals. A modest yet iconic establishment, the hotel has no signboard, yet everyone in Malgudi knows it by name. Wooden tables and benches fill the small dining area, always occupied by regular customers. The waiters move swiftly, balancing plates of idlis, dosas, and tumblers of strong filter coffee. The air is filled with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and sizzling snacks. A hub of conversations and ideas. Writers, teachers, and clerks gather here to discuss news, politics, and town gossip. Customers engage in heated debates, making it a hotspot for intellectual discussions. The owner, often seen at the counter, greets everyone like an old friend. A symbol of Malgudi's spirit. More than just a restaurant, the Boardless Hotel represents the essence of Malgudi, simple, lively, and full of character. The Post Office, Malgudi's lifeline of communication. The post office in Malgudi is a small but essential hub, connecting the town to the outside world through letters, telegrams, and parcels. In an era before telephones and modern communication, the post office serves as the bridge between families, businesses, and distant lands. A modest yet busy office. The building is a simple one-room structure, with a red post box standing outside. Inside, wooden counters, overflowing mailbags, and neatly arranged pigeonholes create an air of organized chaos. A ceiling fan whirls lazily, struggling against the midday heat. The postmaster, a familiar figure in Malgudi, sits at his desk, sorting through letters with great care. A place of anticipation and news. People line up at the counter, waiting to send letters or collect money orders. The postman, in his khaki uniform and bicycle, delivers letters across town, carrying news of joy, sorrow, and opportunity. Telegrams bring urgent messages, sometimes bringing excitement, other times worry. Local shopkeepers, government officials, and villagers rely on the post office, making it a vital part of daily life. The heart of Malgudi's communication. The Malgudi Post Office is more than just a government building, it is a place of hope, longing, and human connection. Whether it's a long-awaited letter from a loved one or an official document that changes a life, the post office remains a trusted institution, keeping the people of Malgudi connected to the police station, Malgudi's center of law and order. The police station in Malgudi is a place of authority, discipline, and occasional humor. It is where the town's petty criminals, serious disputes, and everyday complaints are handled. Though small and simple, the station plays a crucial role in maintaining law and order in Malgudi. A modest yet important building. The building is old but sturdy, with a faded signboard reading, Malgudi Police Station. Inside, wooden desks cluttered with files and registers create an air of officialdom. A large blackboard lists recent complaints and ongoing investigations. A single ceiling fan creaks overhead, struggling against the heat. A hub of activity and drama. Inspector and constables move briskly, dealing with cases ranging from stolen chickens to business disputes. Villagers arrive with complaints, some serious, others amusingly trivial. Suspects sit nervously on wooden benches, awaiting their fate. The occasional troublemaker is locked up in the small holding cell, often pleading innocence. A reflection of Malgudi's quirks. Despite its seriousness, the police station is not without its moments of comedy, be it a bungling thief, a talkative constable, or exaggerated village disputes. It stands as a symbol of justice, discipline, and the everyday quirks of small-town life, making it an essential part of Malgudi's unique charm. The Magistrate Court, the seat of justice in Malgudi. The Magistrate Court in Malgudi stands as a symbol of law, order, and justice in the town. It is a place where disputes are settled, cases are heard, and judgments are passed, affecting the lives of ordinary citizens. The court, though modest in appearance, holds great significance in the daily affairs of Malgudi. A colonial-era courthouse, the building is old and weathered, with whitewashed walls, high ceilings, and wooden benches for visitors. A large veranda at the entrance is often crowded with lawyers, clerks, and people waiting for their turn. The courtroom has a simple wooden dais, where the magistrate presides over cases. Stacks of legal files and papers cover the desks, adding to the sense of authority and bureaucracy. A place of drama and justice. Lawyers argue passionately, presenting their cases before the magistrate. Petitioners and accused individuals stand nervously, waiting for their fate to be decided. The court clerks move about, shuffling documents and calling out case numbers. Occasionally, heated arguments break out, adding a touch of drama to the usually serious environment. A reflection of Malgudi's legal system. The magistrate court is where small-town disputes, family feuds, and business conflicts find resolution. It is a place of hope, tension, and sometimes even humor, reflecting the complexities of life in Malgudi. Though justice may be slow, the court remains a vital institution, ensuring that law and order prevail in the Sarasa Talkies, Malgudi's beloved cinema hall. Sarasa Talkies is the entertainment hub of Malgudi, where people come to escape into the world of cinema. Unlike the temples, markets, and busy streets, this is where laughter, drama, and emotions unfold on the big screen. It is the only movie theater in Malgudi, making it a cherished spot for film lovers across the town. A modest yet magical cinema hall. The building is simple, with a faded signboard and ticket counters where long queues form before every show. Inside, wooden seats, a dimly lit hall, and the flickering light from the projector create an old-world charm. The refreshment stall outside sells peanuts, soda, and samosas, adding to the movie-going experience. The heart of entertainment in Malgudi. Families, young couples, and groups of friends flock here for the latest films, from mythological dramas to action-packed adventures. The theater is always buzzing with excitement, with people cheering, laughing, and clapping during key moments. Posters of upcoming films line the walls, drawing curious glances from passers-by. A place of escape and joy. For the hard-working people of Malgudi, Sarasa Talkies offers a break from their daily struggles, allowing them to immerse themselves in the magic of cinema. It is a place of dreams, emotions, and community spirit, making it one of the most cherished spots in RK. Narayan's fictional town. Malgudi Weekly Press, the voice of the town. The Malgudi Weekly Press is the heart of local journalism, a small yet influential newspaper office that keeps the town informed about current events, gossip, and important happenings. It is where news is written, edited, and printed, shaping the thoughts and opinions of Malgudi's residents. A modest but lively workplace. The press office is a simple brick building, with an old wooden signboard that reads Malgudi Weekly Press. Inside, stacks of newspapers, ink bottles, and printing plates clutter the desks. A large, clunky printing machine hums in the background, rolling out fresh copies. The editor, often seen with a pen tucked behind his ear, scans articles with a keen eye. A hub of news and stories. Journalists rush in with handwritten reports, eager to meet the publishing deadline. The typesetter carefully arranges each letter, ensuring clarity before printing. Locals drop by to share news, advertise businesses, or submit letters to the editor. The editor debates headlines, choosing which stories will make the front page. The trusted voice of Malgudi. From political debates to temple festivals, business updates to cricket match results, Malgudi Weekly Press captures the town's essence. It is not just a newspaper office, it is the storyteller of Malgudi, preserving its tales, concerns, and triumphs for generations to come. Vinayaka Temple, the spiritual heart of Malgudi. The Vinayaka Temple stands as a sacred and revered place in Malgudi, deeply woven into the town's religious and cultural fabric. Dedicated to Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, this temple is where devotees come to seek blessings, find peace, and celebrate traditions. An ancient and serene landmark. Nestled in a quiet corner of Malgudi, the temple is a beautiful structure with a towering gopuram, temple tower, intricate carvings, and a sanctum where the idol of Lord Vinayaka sits majestically. The fragrance of incense, the ringing of temple bells, and the rhythmic chanting of prayers create a divine and tranquil atmosphere. A place of worship and celebration. Every morning and evening, devotees gather to offer flowers, coconuts, and prayers. The temple priest performs daily rituals, ensuring that the traditions are upheld. During festivals like Ganesh Chaturthi, the temple comes alive with grand processions, music, and vibrant decorations. People from all walks of life visit, from traders seeking prosperity to students praying for success in exams. The spiritual essence of Malgudi. For the people of Malgudi, the Vinayaka Temple is more than just a place of worship, it is a symbol of faith, unity, and cultural. Town Hall, the heart of public life in Malgudi. The Town Hall of Malgudi stands as a symbol of the town's civic and cultural life. It is not just a government building, it is the center of important events, political debates, public speeches, and social gatherings. A grand yet modest structure. Located at a prominent spot in Malgudi, the town hall is a colonial-era building with a simple yet dignified architecture. Its tall pillars, wide entrance, and wooden doors give it an air of authority. Inside, the hall is spacious with rows of wooden benches, a raised platform for speakers, and high windows that let in streams of sunlight. A place of public gatherings. The town hall is where people of Malgudi come together for various occasions. Political leaders give speeches, addressing the town on important matters. Local disputes and grievances are discussed, making it a place of decision-making. School functions, award ceremonies, and cultural programs take place here. Traveling theater groups sometimes use the hall for performances, drawing large crowds. Memorable moments in Malgudi's history. Many of Malgudi's defining moments have unfolded within the town hall. It has hosted famous political speeches during the British era, inspiring nationalistic fervor. Public meetings to discuss town developments, like new roads and schools. Social reform discussions, where intellectuals and town elders debate issues of tradition and progress. The town hall's role in everyday life. For the people of Malgudi, the town hall is more than a building, it is a symbol of community, democracy. Malgudi Railway Station, the gateway to the world. The Malgudi Railway Station is one of the most important and iconic landmarks in Malgudi. It is the town's connection to the outside world, a place where journeys begin and end, and where new faces and stories arrive every day. A modest yet vital station. Though small, the Malgudi Railway Station is always bustling with life. The red brick building with a sloping tiled roof, the wooden benches on the platform, and the stationmaster's office with its large wooden desk and ancient clock all give it a quaint, old-world charm. A blackboard displaying train schedules, a tea stall selling hot coffee and snacks, and a porter waiting to carry luggage complete the scene. A place of arrivals and departures. The station is filled with emotion and anticipation as people wave goodbye to loved ones as the train slowly pulls away, eagerly wait for relatives and friends to arrive from distant cities. Board the train with dreams of adventure, seeking opportunities in far-off places. Vendors walk along the platform, selling peanuts, newspapers, and chai to waiting passengers. The station master, a familiar face. The station is run by a dedicated station master, often portrayed as a strict yet kind-hearted man who knows every train schedule by heart. His presence adds to the station's nostalgic charm, as he ensures that Malgudi remains connected to the larger world. The sound and rhythm of Malgudi's life. The distant whistle of an approaching train, the clatter of wheels on the tracks, and the excited chatter of travelers make the Malgudi railway station a place full of life, stories, and endless possibilities. For the people of Malgudi, the railway station is more than just a transit point, it is a symbol of dreams, change, and the timeless rhythm of life in RK. Narayan's beloved town. The airport, Malgudi's gateway to the sky. The Malgudi airport is a small but significant addition to the town, representing progress and modernization. Once a quiet, self-contained world, Malgudi is now connected to the larger cities and beyond, bringing in new opportunities, travelers, and a glimpse of the fast-changing world outside. A simple yet functional airstrip. The airport is modest, with a single runway surrounded by open fields. A small terminal building with a waiting area serves the limited number of passengers. An old windsock flutters near the runway, guiding incoming planes. Occasionally, a lone airplane stands parked on the tarmac, waiting for its next flight. A symbol of Malgudi's growth. Businessmen and government officials arrive and depart, bringing news from the outside world. Curious villagers gather nearby, watching in awe as airplanes take off and land. The control tower, though small, hums with radio chatter, guiding flights safely. Cargo planes occasionally land, delivering goods and supplies that were once hard to find in Malgudi. A town caught between tradition and change. The Malgudi airport stands as a bridge between the past and the future, signaling the town's slow but steady embrace of modernization. While some still prefer the quiet, old-world charm of Malgudi, the airport hints that change is inevitable, and the world is closer than ever before. The Old Fort, Malgudi's forgotten relic. The Old Fort in Malgudi is a mysterious and time-worn structure, standing as a silent reminder of the town's ancient past. Though now in ruins, it once held stories of kings, battles, and forgotten glory. Overgrown with weeds and vines, the fort is a place of history, intrigue, and quiet solitude. A crumbling but majestic landmark. The weathered stone walls, covered in moss, whisper tales of a bygone era. Broken archways and half-collapsed watchtowers stand defiantly against time. Roots and vines creep through cracks, merging nature with history. The fort's once grand entrance now leads to an empty courtyard, where silence reigns. A place of myths and mystery. Elders tell stories of warriors and hidden treasures, keeping its legend alive. Children explore its ruins, pretending to be adventurers or kings. Wandering poets and thinkers sit on its ancient stones, finding inspiration in its solitude. Some believe the fort is haunted by echoes of the past, adding to its intrigue. A glimpse into Malgudi's past. The old fort may have lost its former glory, but it remains a symbol of resilience and forgotten history. Whether as a site for storytellers, explorers, or dreamers, it continues to be an integral part. The huge banyan tree, Malgudi's timeless sentinel. The huge banyan tree in Malgudi is more than just a tree, it is a witness to the town's history, a gathering place, and a symbol of wisdom and endurance. Towering over the landscape with its vast canopy and aerial roots, this majestic tree has stood for generations, offering shade, shelter, and stories to those who rest beneath it. A grand and ancient presence. The tree's massive trunk and sprawling branches make it a landmark in Malgudi. Its thick aerial roots hang down, forming natural pillars and giving it a mystical appearance. Birds, squirrels, and monkeys call it home, adding to its lively charm. Its wide shade offers a cool retreat from the scorching heat, making it a favorite resting spot. A meeting place for the people of Malgudi. Elders sit under its shade, discussing politics, town gossip, and memories of the past. Children play around its roots, climbing its branches and inventing games. Travelers stop to rest, enjoying the cool breeze before continuing their journey. Philosophers, poets, and thinkers find inspiration in its peaceful presence. A silent witness to Malgudi's history. The banyan tree has stood through wars, celebrations, and everyday life, watching Malgudi evolve. It is a symbol of resilience and timelessness, a place where past and present coexist, making it one of the most cherished landmarks in RK. Narayan's fictional town. Nalapa's Grove, Malgudi's serene escape. Nestled on the outskirts of Malgudi, Nalapa's Grove is a place of tranquility, mystery, and timeless beauty. It is a vast, green expanse of ancient trees, thick foliage, and winding footpaths, offering a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of the town. A place of nature and nostalgia. The grove is dominated by towering tamarind and banyan trees, their branches forming a cool, shaded canopy. Birds chirp, monkeys swing from tree to tree, and the occasional rustling of leaves adds to the mystical charm of the place. Sunlight filters through the dense foliage, creating golden patterns on the forest floor. The grove in everyday life. Children come here to play, climb trees, and chase butterflies. Elders relax under the shade, sharing folk tales and stories of Malgudi's past. Young students sit under a tree, reading or preparing for their school lessons. Artists and writers find inspiration in the peaceful surroundings. A place of legends and mysteries. Nalapa's Grove is often associated with local myths and folk stories. Some believe it is haunted, while others say saints and sages once meditated here. It is a place where reality and imagination blend, making it a setting for countless childhood adventures and The Sarayu River, the lifeline of Malgudi. The Sarayu River is the heart and soul of Malgudi, flowing gently along the town's edge, shaping its landscape and the lives of its people. More than just a river, the Sarayu is a place of tranquility, leisure, and daily activity, where townsfolk gather to work, relax, and reflect. A picturesque and serene river. The clear waters glisten under the sun, reflecting the sky and swaying trees along its banks. Stone steps gats lead down to the water, where people come for their daily routines. Fishermen row small boats, casting their nets with practiced ease. The gentle breeze carries the scent of water lilies and fresh earth, adding to its charm. A hub of daily life. Mornings start with priests and devotees performing rituals, offering prayers to the river. Children splash and play, their laughter echoing across the water. Washermen dobies beat clothes on the rocks, scrubbing away the dust of the town. Elders sit on the banks in the evenings, watching the sunset while discussing life and politics. A place of reflection and inspiration. The Sarayu River is more than just a geographical feature. Mempi Hills, Malgudi's serene escape into nature. The Mempi Hills stand tall on the outskirts of Malgudi, offering a peaceful retreat from the town's daily hustle. Covered in dense forests, winding trails, and misty peaks, these hills are a place of adventure, mystery, and tranquility. Many visitors come here to breathe the fresh air, admire the breathtaking views, or simply lose themselves in nature's beauty. A picturesque and untamed landscape. Lush green slopes stretch for miles, home to ancient trees, wildflowers, and hidden streams. The morning mist hangs low, creating an almost dreamlike atmosphere. Narrow dirt trails wind through the forest, leading hikers and wanderers to the hilltops. The occasional call of birds and rustling of leaves break the silence, adding to the wilderness charm. A place of adventure and mystery. Local herdsmen bring their cattle, letting them graze on the fresh, green grass. Children and explorers venture into the hills, eager to uncover hidden caves or secret trails. Elders in Malgudi speak of old legends, claiming that the hills hold forgotten treasures and ancient secrets. Wildlife, including deer, monkeys, and exotic birds, thrives in the dense forests, making it a paradise for nature lovers. The hills that watch over Malgudi. The Mempi Hills are more than just a scenic getaway. They are a silent guardian, a place of legends, and a reminder of nature's untouched beauty. Whether seen from a distance or explored up close, the hills remain a beloved and timeless part of Malgudi's landscape.